Alrighty, 278 The Mix. We are broadcasting live from East Paulding High School, the Boneyard, for the football game tonight between the South Paulding Spartans and the East Paulding Raiders. Brad Hall, I would give you his nickname, but we don't want to say that on the air. Brad Hall is going to bring you the play-by-play, and Mickey, my main man, Skelton's going to come in here, help him out a little bit, hold his hand, and do all that good stuff. So we're going to get the party started right now. We're on 278 The Mix. You can always watch this game back a little later on tonight or tomorrow and watch it whenever you want. It'll be on demand on 278themix.com. So here at South Paulding High or East Paulding High School, the South Paulding Spartans come up to the east side. We just had a nice singing of the national anthem by Candy, a student here at East Paulding. The cannon's going to fire tonight, so everybody will be jumping. Mickey will probably jump a couple times, get scared, but that's going to be the way that it goes. So Mickey Skelton and Brad Hall bringing you the play-by-play tonight from East Paulding High School for the South Paulding Spartans and the East Paulding Raiders 2013 Friday night under the lights game right here at East Paulding High School. How you doing, Mickey?
Doing good, Randy. Thank you for having us here tonight. Hadn't got to work with Brad Hall in quite a while. It's kind of come over here. Good to see him again and hear all these stories and lies. The stories here as they come through. If half of them were just as funny as they were if they were true. So, but knowing him, they probably are. But again, we appreciate you here tonight. It's a cold night out here, but it's football weather. Got the crowds coming in here snuggling up together, doing some screaming and hollering. I think we're going to be raising a lot of noise tonight from both sides of the field. Also, as we get the paperwork ready and situated. So we have to let Brad get all situated here. He has to, get his water right, get his gum right, get the glasses on, get them all unfogged and all this stuff. They brought on a helper tonight, Tyler, so Tyler's going to keep him awake. Give a shout-out to somebody. Who you want to give a shout-out to, Tyler?
I don't know. Tristan.
Okay. We'll give a holler out to Tristan now. We got Kelly Jans here listening tonight, too. She couldn't make the game. She's from, what did you say, Hall County? She's over in Hall County, so she's going to be raising the roof at her house. And neighbors wondering what's going on, and she's screaming out. Probably be calling 911 over there to help her out. She'll be so excited. But we're looking forward to this game tonight. You can take it anytime you got it, Brad.
Mickey, thanks. And welcome everybody to 278themix.com. My name's Brad Hall. I'm the voice of the South Paulding Spartans. We're away tonight here at East Paulding under the Friday night lights. Looking forward to a good football game. South Paulding are 7-1 this year, taking a loss about 3 weeks ago to North Paulding, lost by a field goal. And so we look to see some great things here left in the last 3 games of the regular season. Next week, South Paulding, Mickey, will be over at playing Paulding County, and then their last game will be against the Linthia Lions, and that'll be senior night. But looking to see some great things out of Chandler Burks this year. I think he's already got about, 1,600 yards passing or something like that.
That's what I was hearing from Randy. He was getting caught up on a couple of the teams as we come here. I was bragging on Chandler and the different excitement things going on now. Is the Battle of Paulding also going on tonight? Is that between North and Paulding County?
That's right.
At North Paulding.
Yeah. I have to look on GPB and get us some stats here. I have to pull those up. It'll take us a minute. I see all the East Paulding fans are standing up here and getting ready for the East Paulding Raiders to come through the helmet here down to the right side of the field here tonight. South Paulding's fans seem to travel real well. They've got quite a few fans over, and we still got people coming in, Mickey.
Yes, that we do. We have them crowding in, but, had some other excitement in South Paulding. What the softball team went they played Pope. Yeah, they fell to Pope in the first round of the regions, or after the regions there, and for the softball, and then Paulding County Wednesday night, they fell to Winder and Barrow, and also, but just a lot of excitement going on in the county, and football as well, but many other sports. And I didn't get the stats on the volleyball because we had 3 North Paulding, Hiram, and I think one other school had came up into some finals right here. Just finished volleyball up.
Was that volleyball? Yeah. I haven't kept up with any sports except football here lately, man. We've had our woes with the Falcons and the Georgia Bulldogs this year, and Georgia's had a mess of injuries this year, so that's been disheartening. But it's good to see. I've got a son here playing for South Paulding, which he's in his senior year right now, which number 11, Tristan Hall, he's the middle linebacker. So I really had my head stuck in just football this year. So there's Matt Jones sitting down in front of us.
We'll knock on the window and get his attention.
Yeah. Might make a ball joke,
out.
you know.
Yeah. I was wondering why I couldn't see. I saw the glare coming back at me from the lights.
Well, we can dog Randy Riggs out here for a little bit. He forgot the headphones tonight, and it's feels a little different when you don't have the earphones on, where you can throw back and forth to each other. So
that's it. They're treating us pretty good here. They got some extra chairs so we can sit down and take a look at things. So, got the bands. Both bands are keeping the sidelines going, and the cheerleaders are trying to stay warm with.
Now, Mitchell Webb, I heard he's back. And is this his second week since his injury to playing back, his third week back in the regular season? And hadn't got to see much of him this year. I know he's had some injuries. Randy was telling me about earlier today that have been a great concern to him. And have you heard anything more about that, Mickey?
Just what Randy was sharing with me, and I think I heard his mom talking a little earlier. That's, of course, moms, when you get the message from mom, everybody's going to be up and ready to play and going on. But what Randy's described to me, with a great athlete wanting the ball in their hands, but at the same time understanding that, it's a little nervous when he knows something, the surgery's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
And to come out, but also understand him and Chandler are actually good friends off the field. So, hopefully that's going to rise both of them to where they both just have a tremendous game tonight. And
yep.
And like I said, on the gridiron they'll be battling it out, but when they're off, he's again coming congratulating and wanting both to do well.
Yep. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing both guys out on the field tonight. I've got to follow both of these kids. Chandler Burks played football for me for a number of years in rec ball, and then Mitchell Webb played for the New Hope Eagles, and just a great talent. And know his dad coached him coming up through the rec leads, and so it's always fun. Looks fun to be able to get out here and watch him play. I can't say I felt that back in rec ball because we were competing. So, but yeah, bygones are bygones. It's high school ball, and I hope the best for any of these kids that they can hopefully get scholarships and move on to the next level of play. Yeah,
they do. I'm looking down at the field now. Randy, is this a different color scheme on with the Raider in the middle? Did they go from what was normally white to black and what was black to white?
I think so.
Well, I heard him talking a little earlier, but something looks a little different with it. Maybe my bifocals are clean tonight or something. That's get to see it.
Well, some other promising names you want to look at tonight from South Paulding. Not only the number 3 Chandler Burks, the quarterback, but number 2 Kalia Hackett. He's already committed to go to Arkansas. He'll be playing with the SEC. And he plays he's a utility player. He really plays multiple positions. They've got him listed here on the 2013 roster as a linebacker. And hope to see some promising things out of Trayvon Simmons, number 4. He's the safety, a junior, and he's going to be a great asset to this South Paulding Spartan team next year. Some other guys you want to look at is the running back, number 7, Jay Bowen. He's the senior, and he'll be lined up right behind number 3, Chandler Burks, tonight. Now, as we're getting ready here, Mickey, the captains are coming to the center of the field. I see number 7 for East Paulding. That's Chris Gwynn. Number 31, Eric Hutcherson. And number 13, Tyler Gordon. Your captains for the South Paulding Spartans tonight is number 33, Percy Williams, number 55, Casey Cobb,
66.
number 72, Lorenzo Adger, and number 42, That looks like Gray, if I'm not mistaken. That's Jake Gray. And excuse me, I said number 55, but that's number 66. And that is Logan Claiborne. The captains come to the center of the field. The white cap and referees are meeting them. The players shake hands. And we're just waiting for the referee to explain what he expects tonight as he gets ready to toss the coin here just shortly. South Paulding is coming out on the field into the end zone, closest over to 92. I think that's in that 92. And then East Paulding still waiting to come out of the tunnel to the right as soon as their captains do the flip. All right, Mickey, what do you got?
At South Paulding won the toss but deferred. They will kick off to East Paulding. Now I'm lost on the north and south here. Randy, you want to help me here for this directional challenge?
This way's left, that way's right.
All right.
That's got to be north.
That's
Okay.
East Paulding Drive.
Right? So that's north. That's 92.
Okay.
Actually, it's east.
So in Randy Riggs' version, that's
Okay.
South Paulding will be defending the left end zone, which I believe is the north. East Paulding will be defending the south. East receiving the ball first after South Paulding deferred.
Well, the fans here on the East Paulding side are standing up, waiting for the players to get ready to come through the run-through banner. The banner says, "How about some real Southern hospitality, y'all?"
Oh, Brad, no, we got to do this right. That's Southern hospitality, y'all.
Y'all. Y'all. Trust me, I don't have any problem with my Southern accent. I have a problem with Randy forgetting the headphones, though, don't you?
Oh, yes, exactly.
What about you, Randy Riggs?
We love you guys, man.
See, as Randy's going to be operating the camera tonight, so, I hope he does better at operating that camera than packing his gear. That's
Now, now, Randy, South Paulding is running through their run-through banner right now that the cheerleaders seem to work real hard at. It's about a 12, 15-foot banner, and here comes your East Paulding Raiders coming through some cloud of smoke as the fans come to their feet, and you can hear them yell. Now, Randy, can the folks at home that are tuning in right now, can they watch this on YouTube, or is this something you'd be able to do tomorrow?
Yeah, they can watch it starting tomorrow.
Okay. Tomorrow, if you guys want to watch this live, you'll be able to watch this live off of YouTube. You can go to rkriggs.com. Is that right, Randy?
278themix.com, and I'll have it on that front page.
Okay.
And so he's got it on 278themix.com. He'll have it on the front page as opposed to the 9th page or the 4th.
All right. Let's see if we've got any. Check the Facebook here and see if we've got any feedback on. I told people to leave posts that might be listening at home. Find out if anybody can hear us okay. My wife's in Virginia right now, and when she goes out of town, she makes sure to tune in. All right, the players are coming out onto the field right now. East Paulding is lined up down their end zone on where their sports complex is, and just waiting for South Paulding to get ready to get lined up. Number 89, Robert Wolf's the kicker tonight for the South Paulding Spartans.
That's I'm trying to see, right? I'm trying to get down there through the
22, Tay Ray.
22 is
The
Tay
ball's
Ray
kicked
back to
high in the
receive.
air. It's caught down around the 20 by number 23. And
Austin Perry.
looks like he called for a fair catch.
I think he forgot he called for a fair catch, didn't he? Looked like he started running, right? So he received that down on there, 21.
All right, number 15, Mitchell Webb, comes from his sidelines out onto the field, comes to the huddle. East Paulding Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Number 15 back in the shotgun. Mitchell Webb looks to both sides, two to the right, one to the left. Number 22 comes into motion to the right side, fakes the handoff. Mitchell Webb keeps the ball, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 55, Casey Cobb, the senior Spartan. So that'll bring up second down now, loss of about a yard or two. Second down and 12, 11:45. We start the first quarter. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Number 15, Mitchell Webb, takes the snap, takes the ball up through the middle, and he's tripped up and tackled by number 55, Casey Cobb, once again. Mickey?
That's two first. Has a running play out of Webb. Now, didn't move the Spartans weren't fooled at all out of that first fake handoff to Tay-Ray.
Going to bring up third down and 7 now, Mickey, for the East Paulding Raiders. They come back to the line of scrimmage. Mitchell Webb looks to the right, calls his plays from the line of scrimmage. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Slot man comes into, ball's fumbled, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Spartans. He's brought down right around the inside the 15, probably around the 13, 14-yard line, Mickey.
Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to be a little trick play. Him get the ball as the center, or if the ball was hiked just a little bit soon. He ended up bouncing off his shoulder.
All right, Mickey, that'll bring up 4th and 15. Ball's on the 16-yard line. 10:30 here in the first quarter. They're going to punt. Ball's punted high in the air. Nice punt, and it's caught right around the 50, 40, about the 48 by Trayvon Simmons, number 4, the junior for the South Paulding Spartans. So the Spartans will take over 1st and 10 as they'll take on their first possession of the night.
That was a 31-yard punt with no return.
East Paulding is 4 and out. Well, the defense, East Paulding Raiders, are on the field as we wait for the Spartans to take the field. Here comes the offense. As number 3, Chandler Burks, leads his team out on the field. Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Jay Boyne, number 7, comes into motion to the right side. And we've got referees are blowing the whistle.
I see the whistles. I didn't see the flag. Oh, I see it now on the far side.
Got a false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. That's something I'm going to be worried about tonight. And I know some of the coaches are going to be looking at Mickey as the Spartans on offense have just had a 25 to 30 penalties a game, it seems like. And that's something they're going to have to start getting under control as they move through the regular season and then into the playoffs. All right, 1st and 15, ball on the 47. Quarterback number 3, Chandler Burks, hands off to number 7, Jay Bowen, and he's hit in the backfield by number 44 of the East Paulding Raiders. That's Sonny Smith, the sophomore. So that's going to bring up second down now. It's going to be a loss of about what?
Looked like 3 yards from.
They're going to mark it at second down and 15, ball on the 44. Quarterback number 3, Chandler Burks, back in the shotgun, rolls to his left side, throws downfield, ball's complete to number 2, Kalia Hackett. He's still on his feet, breaks a tackle, and it's going to be first and down, South Paulding Spartans. It was a 13-yard pass. Clea runs it for another 3 yards and is pushed out of bounds right at the first down marker. 1st and 10 now. Number 3, Chandler Burks, back in the shotgun, rolls to his left side, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, back up through the middle. Going to be a gain of maybe 9 yards, Mickey.
It says he got those on his own. He came around, met a wall, and then turned it back, cut back through the center. So he fought hard for those 9.
24 on the stop.
Number 24.
Matt Coleman. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Brad.
you got it. You go ahead and get those East Paulding Raiders. And all right, Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 3, Burks. Kalia Hackett, the running back, number 2, sends number 7, Jay Bowen, into motion to the right side, fakes it. Burks keeps it. And this looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. Going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Let's see where they're going to mark it.
13, Tyler Gordon, and I saw it looked like 44 in there, Sonny Smith.
First down, South Paulding Spartans as they move the sticks. First and 10 now. Ball's on the 29. 8:49 here in the first quarter if you're listening at home to 278themix.com. First and 10 now. Number 3, Chandler Burks back in the shotgun. Number 7, Jay Bowen to his right. And we've got a flag on the play.
East Paulding's pointing at South.
False start, 5-yard penalty. First and 15 now. So that's South Paulding's second penalty tonight on offense, Mickey. First and 10 now. Number 2, Kalia Hackett comes into motion. Hand off to number 7, Jay Bowen. He runs up through the middle, and he gets back. He gets about 3 yards. They need to give these guys some caffeine over on the sidelines. Thinking these sticks move a little quicker. All right, second down and 12 now. Ball on the 29. Number 3, quarterback Chandler Burks looks to his left side. He's under pressure. Throws down to pass complete to number 7, Jay Bowen, and he's taken out of bounds right around the 8-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah, he's pushed out by Marlon Nichols. The Nichols passed him. The ball was in the air, and the Spartans receiver just held up and allowed the East Paulding to run past him, and he got the ball for a few more yards.
All right, number 2, Kalia Hackett leaves the field. Number 40 comes out for the South Paulding Spartans. That's Michael Farmer, the sophomore. Got him listed here as a linebacker.
That was on the 9-yard line, it looks like.
Quarterback number 3, Burks. Man, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Number 7, Bowen comes into motion, takes the handoff. He's up through the middle.
Burks kept it. Chandler kept it.
Little quarterback keep. Did he fake it?
Mm-hmm. And number 5, Marlon Nichols and Coleman brought him down.
Man, I wish we had headphones tonight. All right, second down and 7. Ball on the 7 here in the first quarter as South Paulding takes their first series. Quarterback number 3, Burks looks to his left side, throws over the middle. Ball's incomplete to number 9. That's L.J. Pope. So that'll bring up.
It was about a step, throwing a step in front of him there.
Gonna bring up third down and 7. Ball on the 7. Burks looks to his sidelines, waits for them to give him the play. Got Twins to the right, and South Paulding's going to call a timeout, Mickey.
Yes, that they did. I think either they didn't like what they were seeing, or they didn't quite get the offense set back up. But
all right, well, South Paulding Spartans have gotten 2 penalties already for the night. They're 2 5-yard penalties for false starts. One thing I'd like to see from this team tonight is they get down the personal fouls, get those out of the way. Those have seemed to.
Well, as East Paulding was 4 and out with a 31-yard punt, and then we'll come back in, like I said, the 10 yards for penalties. But we've got 3 passes, 1 incomplete, 2 completions, and then the other runs. Already 3 first downs for the Spartans.
All right, Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. The East Paulding fans are kicking the bleachers here. Number 3, Chandler Burks, looks to his left side, rolls to his right. He's under pressure. He's still on his feet, and he's tackled by a host of Raiders.
Number 44, Sonny Smith, was the first in to grab him, get him spinning around, then followed up by 24, which was Matt Coleman. And number 5, Marlon Nichols.
All right, let's see what they're going to do here. Looks like number 93, Brittany Havner, will come out to kick.
Yeah, what, 33-yard attempt.
Ball snap, ball's kicked in the air, and it's up. And it's good. And the Spartans are on the board here, 3-0. South Paulding Spartans with 6:30 here in the first quarter.
That was a 33-yard field goal, right through the middle. Had no problem at all for the referees under. calling that one.
Raiders did a good job down in the red zone. 3rd down and 7 on the 7. Number 44 was the first man to Chandler Burks. That was Sonny Smith, the sophomore for the East Paulding Raiders. And then it was backed up with a host of other East Paulding Raiders who came in to help take him down. So as Raiders come back out, their return teams coming out on the field. Number 23, number 22 are back deep to receive.
22 is Tay Ray and 23 Austin Perry.
And number 26.
That's Cody Long.
Okay.
The number 6 got it last time on a little Johnny Furby as the ball came in a little bit short. So we'll see if that was intentional, if he's keeping it short, keeping away from that deep.
All right, the Spartans kick team come out. Number 89, Robert Wolf.
It's back
Kicks
to Furby
the ball. He's
again.
caught right around the 30-yard line by number 6, and he's knocked out of bounds by number 45 of the South Paulding Spartans. That's Eddie Oliver, the junior linebacker.
And that was Johnny Furby again that's received. It's almost looking like South Paulding's, that's intentional, to keep it short, not keeping it to the deep men, keep away from that threat.
They've been doing that the last couple games now, and have elected not to kick it deep these last 3 games. East Paulding Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15 is back in a shotgun. That's Mitchell Webb. Fakes it. Pass complete to number 22, and he's brought down by number 2, Kalia Hackett. Looks like he's going to lose about a yard. Number 15, Mitchell Webb, threw a little screen pass to his right side, but he was met by the big senior who is going to Arkansas, Kalia Hackett, number 2 for the South Paulding Spartans, Mickey.
That's as you come up with just standard offense or your defense there, just staying at home. That's what made that play, to be able to stop it. Everyone stayed at home, let the play happen, and then jump in for the tackle.
All right, Raiders break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Number 15, Mitchell Webb, keeps the ball, runs it through the middle, got a flag down on the play. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he gains about 2 yards as we wait and see what the flag is. Chop block on the East Paulding Raiders. Going to be a
15-yarder.
15-yard penalty.
Well, South Paulding may get a few of the penalties, but they take them in those short steps. He just comes in and takes the long one.
They got him. 2nd down and 25 now. Ball on the 21. Raiders break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left. Quarterback Mitchell Webb back in a shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes it to the running back. And he loses. Looks like he lost about 4 or 5 yards.
That did it. It seemed like they're singled right in on him. That's every movement. They've got 3 to 4 right on, or South Paulding has 3 to 4 defenders right on him.
Well, we're just going to say 3rd down and long now. Real long.
So not only you up on your southern accent, but we got the horse accent going too, right?
It works at Horsetown.
Hey. All right, first quarter, 5:26. Spartans are up by 3. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left. Quarterback Mitchell Webb rolls to his left side, throws the ball. Pass is complete to number.
Incomplete.
Was it incomplete? He kind of caught it right there by the sidelines, and I couldn't tell what he did. So, going to bring up 4th and long now for the East Paulding Raiders. The ball was right in his hands, Mickey, and he just dropped it.
That's no control as he hit the ground, apparently, but it still took the ref a minute to make the call. So. What's that number back punting?
Looks like number 4. Ball's punted high in the air. It's going to be called a fair catch right there at the 50 by number 2, Kalia Hackett. And the South Paulding Spartans will take over at the 50-yard line.
Now this is within a yard of where they took over
from last time.
Last time, so
they've managed to keep the Raiders backed up down where they came out of the tunnel earlier with all the smoke. This place is packed tonight on both sides. South Paulding's fans have traveled real well, and East Paulding has always got a packed house every time we come over here. So the Spartans come out to their line of scrimmage, the 50-yard line, dead smack center of the field. Quarterback number 3, Burks, back in his shotgun. Twins to the left, one to the right. He throws over the middle, passes it. Was thrown to number 80, Ben Norman. It looks like he shook up a little bit on the play. Ball was right in his hands, but he got hit and lost the ball.
At number 5, was it Marlon Nichols timed that just right as it came underneath him on that pass, and just a glancing blow as it came by actually knocked him off balance a little bit.
Yeah, it took him just a little bit to get up. Looks like he got hit in the side or something like that. Second down now and 10. Ball on the 49. Quarterback number 3, Chandler Burks, back to shotgun, rolls to his left side, pitches to number 7, Jay Bowen. He's down the left side of the field, and he's still on his feet, missed tackle. He's got one more defender to beat, and he's brought down right down at inside the 5, Mickey. Looks like they're going to...
Johnny Furby caught him from behind just in a diving catch.
That's number 7, Jay Bowen, the senior for the South Paulding Spartans.
48-yard plus run.
Burks took the ball to the left side and then just pitched it to number 7, Jay Bowen, and he ran it right up the sidelines now. Going to bring up first and goal now for the South Paulding Spartans. The quarterback number 3, Burks, is under center, and he keeps the ball.
Touchdown.
And we're waiting to see what they're...
He's called it over.
Going to be touchdown, South Paulding Spartans. So the Spartans are up by 9 as Brittany Havner will come back out to kick the extra point for the South Paulding Spartans. 4:46 here.
Jake Oldsby holds.
Ball is snapped. Ball's up. And it's good. Brittany Havner is something else. She is just she has been consistent all year. I don't think she's missed maybe 2 this year. And I guess you can hear her name. It's Brittany Havner. Yep, folks, if you're listening at home, she is a girl. She's a junior. And she is a great asset to this South Paulding Spartans team.
Does she play soccer as well? Is
she? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Mickey.
I think she does.
She is something else. I know USA Today had did an article on her this year that I read maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they were just talking about what asset she is to the South Paulding Spartans and how consistent she's been all year this year. Later on, I'll pull up some the Spartans stats. Pull up some stuff here on GPB as we get a better signal here.
Now, as they've kicked over, South Paulding's kicked over to our right here. It's gone to Furby each time. You just watch Furby and Austin Perry change sides. So let's see what he's.
Number 89, Robert Wolf will kick the ball. Ball falls right around the 25 and rolls down to the 10. Is picked up by number 22,
Tay Ray,
and he's tackled by number 6, Jamar Denard.
Looks to be about the 25 and a half, 26-yard line. It's in between 25 and 26.
Yeah, it's
maybe 25 and a half.
Is that what that is? Where'd the foot come in, though?
Randy.
You know, you said.
Where'd you go, North Cobb, Randy? Hey, North Cobb's something else this year, man. Tyler Queen's doing his stuff again this year. 1st and 10 now for the East Paulding Raiders. 1st and 10, ball's on the 26. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb, takes a snap, keeps it, tries to run off tackle, and he's brought down by number 4, Trayvon Simmons of the South Paulding Spartans. Going to be about a gain of about 3 yards now. Second down and 7.
So far, these 3 times, Brad, this seems to be a theme. It's most of them looks like not broken plays, but just concentrated plays to have Webb running.
Number 15, Webb takes the snap again. He runs to his left side, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by 3 Spartan defenders. He's brought down right around the 30-yard line. Might be a gain of about a yard. As East Paulding goes back to the huddle. They break, come to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5, ball's on the 31. The quarterback number 15, the senior, Mitchell Webb, back in the shotgun. Twins to the right. Takes a snap, screen, pass to number 6. That's Johnny Furby. And Mickey, he seems like he couldn't pull it in.
Incomplete pass. It came right off his hands. So it's another 4 and out for the home East Paulding.
East Paulding's having trouble establishing anything early here. They hadn't been able to get the ball out past the 35 yet tonight. Ball snap, kicked by number 4, the East Paulding Raiders, and South Paulding Spartans. Trayvon Simmons calls for a fair catch, catches the ball right around the 39, Mickey.
39, well, they're going to have it, about 11, 12 yards deeper this time to drive, so we'll see what they... I'm trying to follow Randy's lead here, that North Paulding graduation, or his North Cobb, rather.
Yeah. Hey, man, that was a game last week. If any of you guys got to watch it at home, it was on GPB last week. McEachern and North Cobb played one another, and North Cobb came out victors. All right, Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, ball on the 39. The quarterback, number 3, Chandler Burks, back to shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to number 7, fakes it. Number 7, Jay Bowen keeps it, runs back to his right side, breaks tackle of one defender, and he's brought down right around the 49, 50.
Should be a first down.
He was pursued by number 60.
Yep. Yeah, they're marking. They're showing first down, moving the chain, so that was 10 yards. Okay, yeah, that's on that last play. Had a whole East Paulding trick. Chandler gets the ball centered. He's sacked. Grabbed quick by 44. Busted through the line. Sonny Smith came straight through, almost like if he wasn't hit at all. Had a loss of right at 10 yards.
And that number 44, Smith, is on fire tonight, and he has that whole defense tonight, Mickey. He is blitzing just about on every play. And that time he ran right between number 56, the center, and the guard. All right, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 20, ball on 39. Burks looks to his left side, throws. Pass was in the hands of number 9, L.J. Pope. And he seemed like he just couldn't haul it in. It was right there, but he dropped it.
Unless he had heard footsteps or something. Like I said, that looked like it was just right up over the shoulders.
Right there.
Hitting this now. I said before that play before was to Chandler, but actually Jay Bowman had taken that center.
All right, 2:25 here in the first quarter. 4th and 20. Ball's on the 39, and the Spartans are going to go for it. Quarterback number 3, Burks, back to shotgun. We got a flag on the play. Going to be a false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. I don't know why they had 4th down up there, but it was actually 3rd down.
I don't.
Yes, 3rd and 25.
2 minutes and 23 left in the first.
Gracious. All right, 2:23 here. 3rd down, 25. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback number 3, Burks, looks to the sidelines, waits for him to get a play. Back in the shotgun. Fakes the ball to number 7, Bowen. Burks stays behind him. And he gets about 2 yards. Mickey, and that'll bring up 4th and long now for the South Paulding Spartans. Their punt team will come out on the field.
Well, we've seen a little bit of the defense come alive for East Paulding this time. They got that 10-yard sack, and with a 5-yard penalty taking them back further, and they able to shut the South Paulding offense down for the first time tonight.
Back to kick. Number 7, the punter, Jay Bowen, the senior. Back deep to receive. Number 22 and number 26, Ball snapped, kicked high in the air. He calls a fair catch right at the 32-yard line for the East Paulding Raiders.
Tay Ray had with a fair catch. That was 10, 20, 30, 35. That was right about a 42-yard punt. Of course, with
All right,
no
1:41
return.
here in the first quarter as the Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the right. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb, back in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands off to the running back, Tay Ray, and he's got a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Actually, it was a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5 now for the East Paulding Raiders. They break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the right. Quarterback number 15 takes the snap, keeps it, runs it up through the middle, and he gets enough for the first down. East Paulding Raiders.
That's East Paulding's first down for the quarter, for the game.
That was the quarterback, Mitchell Webb, with a 7-yard run.
Again, they seem to be staying with that theme.
Waiting for them to set the sticks there on the sidelines. 1st and 10 now for the East Paulding Raiders. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb.
Tay Ray again.
Gives it to 22, Tay Ray, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Spartans. Number 2, Kalia Hackett, was the first man there to meet him there on the right side.
I looked up all of a sudden, was wondering what was running down across the field about the 10-yard line.
What was
It
that?
looked like a camera crew or something.
Is there some?
I think it's one of the trainers, I think, what she cut across the field, I think, to go look at somebody.
All right, second down and 10, ball on the 46. Twins to the left. Quarterback number 15, Webb, throws a screen pass to number 6, and it's incomplete, and he's met by number 4, Trayvon Simmons. Going to bring up third down and 10 now for the East Paulding Raiders.
That was Johnny Furby again, and both sides seems to be having some passes hit right in the hands and going straight through.
Just not pulling it in. I don't know if it's a case of nerves or what.
I mean, I know it's cold tonight, but it doesn't seem to be that. It'd be that cold to go with the gloves. And
surely they're not shell shocked after us being this far into the regular season. They should be used to catching the balls now and getting hit. So 3rd and 10 now, ball on the 46. 2 men to the left. Number 22 comes into motion, screen pass, and he's brought down, met by number 55, Casey Cobb. 25, I'm sorry. That was Jack Young, the outside linebacker.
So we'll give a call out. Jack Young, his mom, Melanie Young's up in the crowd. I asked her if she wanted to come over here in the warmth of this, but she'd have to behave. She said there'd be no way she could.
It'd be Johnny Young I'd be more worried about. All right, it's going to be a loss of 5 yards for the East Paulding Raiders. 4th down and 15. Ball's on the 41 now. As both teams are on their respective sides, their coaches are coming out to the sidelines to talk to both sides.
Yep, for all passes to be missed, Brad, that's the one the coach probably wished had been missed, to lose 5. The others at least were right on the line of scrimmage.
Maybe these guys will get these pregame jitters out or whatever it is, and we'll see some guys playing some football here in a minute.
So again, well, at least East Paulding's got to where it's not a.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter now. South Paulding Spartans 10, East Paulding 0. I'd like to thank everybody for listening to 278themix.com as we're here at East Paulding off of Highway 92 as these two hometown teams play one another.
Yeah, tonight was the first night I'd heard him give a pre-warning about the cannon, so somebody must have got a word to somebody scaring folks. So
All right, the back to punt, number 4, Josh Klein takes the snap, Trayvon Simmons called for a fair catch, slips down, and it ball rolls out of bounds right around the 30-yard line, it looked like. Mickey, is that right?
That's what it looks like. I'm seeing where the 27-yard line. Well, if we look for small gains for East Paulding, they actually got to run 2 more plays before they're giving the ball up tonight. So that's maybe they'll get their jitters out. I don't know why Randy just kicked me. I just stating what it is that's going on.
All right, Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 3, Burks, hands off to number 2, Kalia Hackett. And he's met at the line of scrimmage. Going to be about a 2-3 yard gain. He's brought down by a host of Raiders.
Number 7 coming up from the bottom of the pile. That's Chris Gwynn. He had the feet wrapped up while the others piled on top.
Randy, you got a hot spot on your phone?
Second down and 7 now. Ball on the 30. The quarterback number 3, Burks, throws a screen pass to number 15, Belevins, and he's down the sidelines here on the left side and tackled out of bounds right around the 44-yard line, Mickey.
That was taken out by number 6, Johnny Furby. They almost got a camera person. They almost took him out too. So.
You got a personal hotspot?
What do you mean?
You got a personal Wi-Fi that I can hook up to?
I do have Wi-Fi.
That was a 13-yard pass.
First and 10 now for the South Paulding Spartans. Hand off to number 2, Kalia Hackett, and he's broke a bunch of tackles, and he's down the field. Going to be about a 9-yard gain. Sorry, folks. Wasn't able to set up that formation for you. I was looking
Matt
for a hot
Coleman.
spot.
If he had a decent helper, he could call these plays if he only knew what football was.
You're good, man. You're good. All right, second down and 1 now for the South Paulding Spartans. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Burks looks to his left side. He's under pressure by number 45, and ball is incomplete to number 15.
Dylan Coleman, 45,
Belevins.
made that happen. He chasing him down, putting that pressure on him from East Paulding.
Yeah.
Gonna bring up third and 1 now. Ball on the 48.
2-0, South Paulding.
Spartans come to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Got trips to the left side. Quarterback number 3, Burks, back in his shotgun. Number 2, Kalia Hackett, comes into motion to his right side. Fakes it.
Flag.
And we got false start on the offense. Going to be another 5-yard penalty. That's South Paulding's 3rd penalty of the night. That's 3 false starts they've had for a total of 15 yards.
I'm going to have to come back with that Paulding County High School math and let you know that's 4 false starts.
Is that the 4th one? I'm sorry. It'll get higher than that before the night's over, trust me.
Well, all I can say is at least they're started.
Third down and 6, ball on the 47. The quarterback number 3, Chandler Burks, rolls to his right side, throws deep down the field, and led his guy just about 2 or 3 yards ahead of him. Pass was intended for number 5, Teron Brown. And that's going to bring up 4th and 6. So what started out by number 2, Kalia Hackett, was second down and 1. Then we had a 5-yard penalty with a false start. And now we're back at 4th down and 6 with the ball on the 47.
That was Tay-Ray from East Paulding running step for step, both diving for the ball at the end. But as you said, it's about a foot past their dive.
Yeah. So the punt team comes out on the field. Back to punt, number 7, the senior, Jay Bowen. He's right around the 35 and waiting for the snap. Ball snapped. Kicked high in the air. Number 22 calls for a fair catch, and it rolls out of bounds right around the 12, 13, 14-yard line.
So that's a 35-yard punt.
So it's going to be some tough field position once again for the East Paulding Raiders.
So that was a 39. Had to give him 4 more yards out of that.
10-15 here now in the second quarter. Spartans are 10, East Paulding Raiders 0. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15 back in the shotgun. Twins to the left. He takes the snap, keeps it, runs up the middle, and he's met by number 55, Casey Cobb.
Looks like the 4-yard run. That seems to be the theme for the night, is just a quarterback run through the middle. Like I said again, it doesn't seem to be broken plays. It just seems to be that is the play.
Yeah. All right, Raiders break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left side. Quarterback number 15, Webb, takes the snap, hands it off to number 22, Tay Ray, and he's down the left side. Going to be enough for a first down. He's knocked out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, Mickey.
That is, they set that on the 34. So it was
Hey, Brad, tell them the internet's going in and out. If they don't get the second half, they'll watch it later.
Quarterback number 15. Pass complete to number 33, Jake Ivy, the junior, and that's going to be another East Paulding first down. They caught the ball right, and he was brought down right around the 50-yard line.
16-yard pass.
Quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb, takes the snap, keeps it, and he's met by number 55, Casey Cobb. Going to be another gain of about 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up second down and 7 now for the East Paulding Raiders with 9:08 here in the second quarter. If you're listening at home, we might be having some technical difficulties, but Randy Riggs is on it, home chicken. Quarterback number 15 fakes it to number 22, the running back, and keeps it, runs it up the middle for a gain of about 4 more yards, Mitchell Webb. And he's brought down by number 74 and number 25 of the South Paulding Spartans.
Yes, Jack Webb also got through, or Jack Young rather got through and met Tay Ray. So if had handed off, that'd have been a loss as well. 3rd
and 3 now. Ball on the 41. The quarterback number 15, Webb, keeps it, runs to his left side, and he's brought down. It's going to be enough for a East Paulding first down. So with 8:22 here in the second quarter, the Raiders are establishing their best drive of the night, Mickey.
That's actually got, what, three of their 4 first downs for the game so far come on this drive.
All right, Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15 is back in a shotgun. Twins to the right, hands off to the running back, number 22. He's coming around the right side, and he's met down right around the 42, Tay Ray. He's met by number 2, Kalia Hackett, and number 6,
South
Jamar Denard.
South Paulding did a great job of containing and making him run east to west until they got everyone over there and brought him down.
I thought that was north and south.
No, that's north and south. He was running. He's supposed to run north and south. He was running east and west.
The corner number 6 was a little slow getting up. Jamar Denard looks like he's hurt his right leg. He's limping a little bit out there, but he's elected to stay out on the field. Raiders break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Number 23 comes into motion, fakes it, and the ball's loose and picked up by number 25, Jack Young. He's down the left side of the field, and he's all by himself. But their referees are calling the ball.
Pass, incomplete.
I guess they're calling that a shuffle pass. That's
Looked legal to me. Did he get out past the line of scrimmage when he? Yeah, I mean, he was right there.
Good break for East. Bad break for South. Man. I thought that was fumble.
All right, 3rd and 12. Ball on the 38. Quarterback number 15 back in the shotgun. Twins to the left. Number 23 comes into motion to his right side. Mitchell Webb rolls out, throws across the middle. Pass was intended for number 7. That's Chris Gwynn, and he drops it. So that's going to be a 4th down now for the East Paulding Raiders, Mickey.
Yeah, that ball came in about ankle height on him, but still he was standing. He had a chance to come back a little bit to it, but They just don't seem to be in sync with each other right now, the quarterback or the receivers. Got a timeout by East Paulding.
Yeah, that was their best drive of the night. That's the first time tonight they've gotten out across the 50 and just couldn't establish anything after that. So we'll wait, take a break here for a minute while East Paulding takes a timeout. 7:20 here in the second quarter. Spartans are up by 10 right now.
Now, what do we have on the sidelines here, Randy? Is this you got a? Okay, is this part of the junior cheer squad as well? It looks like two different squads down here.
I think it's 6th, 7th, and 8th grade cheerleaders.
Okay. As tonight is the junior night here at the Boneyard. Oh, again, we got a listener out in Hall County, Kelly Jans. She's here tonight. She needs to do a little more screaming and yelling to get these young men from East Paulding alive and awake.
I think they need to put the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade players in.
All right, 4th and 12, ball on the 38. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage.
Field goal.
Oh.
Number 4, Josh Klein will try for a 45-year field goal, and it is good. And the Raiders are on the board. My gosh, folks, a 45-year. Good Lord, was that a cannon?
Yep, that's a cannon.
A 45-yard field goal by number 4, Josh Klein, and I mean it was just barely there. I mean it just fell inside.
Yeah, he was knocking 45, 55. Yeah. From the 45, and then you get the 10-yard, and then 10-yard end zone.
My ADD kicked in.
South Cobb High School.
Hey, South Cobb, North Cobb, representing tonight.
Yeah, now he was knocking down 40.
Wow.
He was knocking down 45 and 50 through the warm-ups.
Fantastic. That was nice. Nice. 7:13 now here in the second quarter. Spartans 10, East Paulding 3. As both teams come out on the field, back deep to receive for the South Paulding Spartans, number 2, Kalia Hackett, and number 13, Josh Hill. The kicker tonight, number 4, who just kicked the field goal, Josh Klein, the senior. Ball's kicked, and it's going to go deep in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and they'll spot the ball on the 20, and that's where the Spartans will start their drive. Mickey?
It's 7 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the half. Scores 10-3 with just East Paulding getting on the boards with a 55-yard field goal. Yes, you heard that right, 55. We tried to cheat him out of 10 yards, but that got corrected quick.
That was amazing, man. That was beautiful. I didn't think he would have had it in him. You guys got here before me and saw him in the warm-up, so that's something else. All right, Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 3, twins to the right, single man to the left side. Number 22 comes into motion, screen pass to number 9, and he's met and brought down right around the 19-yard line. He's going to be a loss of a yard for the South Paulding Spartans. It was number 9, L.J. Pope, on the carry.
Chris
Second
Quinn
down.
brought him down.
Sorry, Mickey. Second down and 11 now for the South Paulding Spartans. We wait for the play to come in. Quarterback number 3, Burks, got trips to the right, single man to the left side. Number 7, the running back, comes into motion to his left side. Screen pass to number 22, Darrell Wilson. He's down the field. Down the right side, he has one more defender to beat, and he's brought down right around the 46 or 43, 42, 43-yard line, Mickey.
25. 25. So that's what, a 28-yard?
Number 25, Malik Barouse, was on the tackle for the East Paulding Raiders. That's going to be 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 42-yard line for the South Paulding Spartans as they break the huddle. 3:35 here in the second quarter. Spartans 10, East Paulding 3. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Man to the right, man to the left. Number 6. Number 15 fakes it to the running back and passes a little screen pass to number 90.
which again is about a 3 to 4 yard loss.
Keith Knight, the sophomore. They got a bunch of young guys on this team.
Again, that'd be another one of those passes that you'd wish you just knocked down instead as you're diving for it.
Tyler's trying to talk. Okay. Second down and 24. Ball's on the 10. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the right. Quarterback number 15, Webb. Fumbles the ball on the snap, picks it back up, takes off up the middle. And he loses another 2 or 3 yards, Mickey.
You know, that broken play as he dropped, it's good concentration on him, though, to get it up off the bounce and then to at least get up out of the end zone. Number 90's coming out of Keith Knight's coming off the field for East Paulding.
All right, third down and long now as the Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Wide out to the right, one to the left. Ball snap, hand off to number 22, and he's met by number 11, Tristan Hall, the middle linebacker. And he loses another yard. The Raiders signal for a timeout.
No, East South Paulding. South Paulding timeout. I think they were trying to get the timeout before the 2 minute. Daddy Proud over here hearing Tristan Hall called out. I don't know what he was called out for, but it's
about time to hear something out of those linebackers tonight. Jack Young's had a play tonight, and number 34, Maurice Collier, but most of the plays have been up on that defense tonight's been made by the defensive end, number 55, Casey Cobb, and those linemen.
Well, that's linemen's getting through the line, and they're containing it in the backfield. Quite a few losses on the attempted runs.
Yeah, well, East Paulding hadn't passed the ball a whole lot tonight. They've thrown some screen passes, and but most of the time they've elected to keep it and run with it. Run off tackle. And
each punt, we've had about a 30, 32-yard punt each time.
All right, 4th and 28. Ball's on the 6. Ball snap. The punter's back, number 4, and he kicks it high in the air. And it's muffed by number 4, Trayvon Simmons. He's defended by number 2, Kalia Hackett. And the ball's going to be down to around the 35, 36-yard line. My goodness, you know what? All he had to do is catch that ball, and he had plenty of time to run and set us up for some the Spartans for some good field position with 1:46 here.
Looks like he got a little bit excited on that one and saw that open field before. So it's coming through off, hit some hard hands, and then I said again, concentration, got back and picked it up and started to be able to run. By that time, East Paulding recovered.
All right, once again, 1:46 here in the second quarter. Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. Got twins to the right, twins to the left. Empty tray, quarterback number 3, Burks, takes the snap, drops back, throws the ball and passes complete to number 2, Kalia Hackett. And he takes the ball and falls down right around the 44-yard line.
Well, now you got to give him a little more credit out of this. He picked that up off the shoestrings.
Yeah, he did.
Got this.
Second down and 2 now for the South Paulding Spartans, 1:27. Quarterback number 3, back to shotgun, trips to the right, single man to the left side. Little screen pass, number 7, Jade Bowen. He takes off down the field, and he's tackled right around the 47-yard line.
7 on 7.
And that's going to be 1st and 10, South Paulding Spartans.
Brought down by number 7.
Chris Gwynn, number 7. East Paulding brought down number 7.
1st and 10, 1:13. Quarterback number 3, Burks, trips to the right, twins to the left. Burks drops back, pass is deflected by number 67. And
It's not listed.
His number's not listed tonight, so he must have had a ripped jersey or something like that and had to change it real quick. So, all right, second down and 10 now for the South Paulding Spartans as quarterback number 3, Burks, looks to the sideline to get the play. So far, they're already in a formation, got trips to the right, single man to the left side. Quarterback number 3 back to shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left side, throws down the sidelines to number 9, Pope. Pass is right in Mr. Pope's hand, and he once again cannot bring it in, drops it right around the 15-yard line.
As a knock, Powell hit him right off the line, slowed him down, and stayed in his hip pocket right up until the ball got there, and he got both hands end up. I believe he was able to alter the path of the ball.
These receivers just cannot hold on to the ball tonight for some reason. All right, we got a minute left here now, folks, in the second quarter here. Spartans are up by a touchdown. The quarterback number 3, Burks, 3rd down and 10. Ball's on the 46. Timeout, South Paulding.
What'd you do, Tyler?
As we said, we have a minute remaining. South Paulding's timeout. 3rd down because they're on their, 46-yard line. Scores 10-3. South Paulding over East Paulding here in the Boneyard. Again, we want to say it's the junior night here as they brought in the junior football and cheerleading squad. The cheerleading squad's out on the helping the cheerleaders out here as they cheer with the junior squad. Hear the East Paulding fans stomping on the stands, hollering defense, trying to get the boys pumped to hold them on this drive.
All right, 3rd and 10 now. Spartans come to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Quarterback number 3, Burks, drops back, takes off up the middle, and he's brought down right around the 41-yard line. Can bring up 4th down and 5 now for the South Paulding Spartans with 40 seconds left.
And your chance to make the call, Brad. What do we do?
Well, I can tell you what they're going to do.
Well, you better wait.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, okay. If they stand on the field, I can tell you what who they're going to hit. But looks like they've elected to punt the ball with 19 seconds as the clock ticks down.
Well, you see if they take either that or they take the penalty, and they just. Yep, went ahead and took the penalty to get rid of the clock. Yeah.
All right, 4th and 10, ball on the 46. 5 seconds left here in the half. Back to punt, number 7, Jay Bowen, back deep to receive. Number 22, Tay Ray. Bowen picks it up, takes it off down the right side of the field. He's all by himself down here on the left side. He's got one more defender to beat. Number 7, Bowen, backs back across the field, breaks his tackle, and he's brought down right around the 25, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Got a flag down on the play here right around the 45-yard line.
Now, number 4, South Paulding Trevin Simmons laid a block on Marlon Nichols.
Were laying some decleaters, weren't they?
Well, it was against East or South halftime.
South Paulding leads East Paulding 10-3.
You want me to tell you the session real quick?
Well, the stats as we give them up here at the end of this for these Pauldings, had 5 first downs, which is just one with facing over to 9 first downs from South Paulding. The score is 10-3. The first few were just 4 and out for East Paulding as we started. It just seems to be hard to be getting the game going for East Paulding tonight. There's a lot of the quarterback runs through, and they seem to, I don't know the name of the play there, but he'll do a fake and roll out to pass. But South Paulding's been doing a good job of defending as they stay at home in their positions to come back. So the punts have been good, but I think the highlight for East Paulding out of this first first half is a 55-yard field goal that was just it was solid. It looked good, and again, like I said, you hear the South Pauldings, they respect that play for the young man as well. So, but now we welcome you here at 278 The Mix. Appreciate you being here, and we're gonna play some music We'll take a little break and play some music here. Be back with you as soon as halftime's over, as South Paulding band's taking the field to perform. Thank you again from Brad Hall and Mickey Skelton and Randy Riggs here at 278 The Mix.
All right, we're back live on 278 The Mix for the second half of East Paulding and the South Paulding Spartans. East Paulding Raiders, South Paulding Spartans. It is 10-3. The South Paulding Spartans now leading the East Paulding Raiders. Connor Christian is a good ball player. I've watched him play a few times, Brad. He's a good ball player. His brother's playing down at Mercer, I believe, right now. So we are getting ready for the second half of the ball game. I'm here now filling in for Mickey, whose wife hit a deer. Mickey had to leave. She's all right. Everybody's okay. But he had to go take care of the deer, take care of her. We got Brad Hall here. What's up, Brad?
Hey, Randy Riggs. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Mickey's son came up here, and of course I heard his mom had hit a deer, and of course my first reaction was, well, was it a buck or a doe? So.
Not is she okay? Is the car okay? Was it a buck? A biggin?
Yeah.
Was it a biggin?
Was it a Boone and Crockett or what?
Well, we're getting ready for the kickoff, Brad. As we remember, South Paulding won the opening toss and deferred, so they'll get this ball here in the second half.
Yep. I'm sorry. I was over here trying to get my paperwork in order and stuff. I got a correction tonight now. I know earlier in the first half we were calling out number 67, who you just made reference to. That was Connor Christian, who made numerous of plays for the East Paulding Raiders. So we got his name and number, and his new jersey number's going to be 67 tonight.
Not sure what happened to his jersey.
I don't know. Guess it got ripped or something. So.
I guess.
But I know Tristan had to play one game as number 30, where he's normally number 11. He had a tear in his jersey at the first of the season, and they got that repaired, and so he's back at number 11 again. So as we get ready to start the third quarter here, Randy, back deep to receive for the South Paulding Spartans is number 2, Kalia Hackett. Number 13, Josh Hill. Number 4 is has kicked the ball back into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, Randy.
That's Josh Klein. He hit a 55-yard field goal earlier to get East Paulding's only score for the night. As South Paulding starts this third quarter with the football, and a 7-point lead is 10-7.
All right. The referees are spotting the ball there at the 20. East Paulding Raiders are already out on the field. And here comes the Spartan offense as they come to the line of scrimmage. The senior quarterback leads the team out. Number 3, Chandler Burks, is back to shotgun. We got twins to the right, twins to the left. Number 22 comes into motion. Number 3, Chandler Burks is under pressure, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, still two missed tackles, runs back to the right side and runs out of bounds right at the 35, and that's going to be a South Paulding first down, Randy.
The last guy to have a shot at him was number 10, Enoch Pyle. And all he could do was watch him run out of bounds. He was twisting and turning, broke 3 or 4 tackles, and finally went out of bounds on his own to keep from getting hit after he got the first down.
Well, Darrell Wilson, the senior, was lined up in the slot for the South Paulding Spartans on the left side. They brought him back into motion to the right side of the field. Chandler faked it, was under pressure, and took off with it. Second down now, 1st and 10. And Burks fakes it to the running back, number 7, Jay Bowen, and he's met by number 24 and number 45 of the East Paulding Raiders. He's going to lose 2 yards, 3 yards actually. Going to bring up second down and 13. Ball on the 32. All right, second down and 13. Ball on the 32. The quarterback, number 3, Burks. Screen pass to number 22, Darrell Wilson. He takes it down the left side of the field. He's still on his feet, breaks the tackle, and he's brought down right at the 46 by number 6.
Number 6 is Johnny Furby. He met him head on and went for about a 5-yard ride on that one, Brad.
First and 10, South Paulding Spartans as they move the sticks down over on South Paulding's side with 11:05 here in the third quarter, Randy.
Well, South Paulding come out there having no problem at the moment moving the football. They did get a couple yards back, but they are moving the ball forward, and they've gotten 3 first downs so far in this third quarter.
All right, quarterback number 3, Burks, looks to the sidelines to get the play. Got twins to the left, one wide out to the right. Burks sends number 7, Bowen, into motion. And number 7, Jay Bowen, on the carry, and he's brought down.
He's brought down by number 7. It's been 7-on-7 tonight. Chris Guillen, 7-on-7.
Going to be a loss of a yard. Going to bring up second down and 11 now, Randy, for the Spartans.
It's a nice play by Guillen. He wasn't fooled on the option by Burks. As Jay Bowen's a pretty good little ball player going on for South Paulding. Has he made any commitments that you know of?
Not that I know of yet. I know Lorenzo Adger's going to Kennesaw and Kalia Hackett's going to Arkansas. Burks back in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's under pressure by number 24. He rolls back and still running backwards, throws down the field and throws out of bounds. Pass was intended for number 6. We've got something going on over on the Spartans sidelines. Looks like a disagreement amongst one of the Raiders' defensive players.
Well, I know number 22, Tay Ray, was back there. Earlier, Tay Ray got a big interception to stop the South Paulding Spartans on one of their drives, and he was back there then, but the ball was out of bounds by Burks. A nice way to save it.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. The quarterback, number 3, Burks, takes the snap, juggles it a little bit, keeps it, takes off up the middle, and he's brought down by number 7, and we got a flag here. That was number 7, Chris Gwynn, and it's going to be holding. Looks like holding on the offense. Let's see what they say, Randy.
I believe that's what it is, Brad. This will be the biggest penalty for South Paulding tonight. They've had a few 5-yarders, but this one's going to be declined.
East Paulding declines the penalty. And Spartans will bring out their punt team now. Back deep to receive for the East Paulding Raiders is number 22, Tay Ray. Back to punt the ball, number 7, Jay Bowen to the South Paulding Spartans as he waits to snap. Ball snapped. It's kicked high in the air. And it's going to fall down right around the 20, and it's touched by number 2, Kalia Hackett. And that's where East Paulding Raiders will take over at the 20-yard line with 9:40 here in the third quarter, Randy.
Well, as the Raiders sit back and watch the clock go against them, Brad, later on into this game, we may see a lot of frustration moves coming up. Maybe some little tempers flaring and frustration moves, but might turn into an exciting game.
Yeah, East Paulding's defense has been strong tonight.
Yeah, South Paulding's had just a couple of breakaways, but East Paulding has done a good job in the second quarter.
Yeah, they seem to hold them when it counts. All right, Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Number 15, Mitchell's under center for the first time tonight. Hands off to the running back, number 22, Tay Ray. And it's like it's going to be a gain of about, 3 or 4 yards, Randy?
Yeah, it's going to be second down now and 7 for the Raiders. Tay Ray's a pretty good little ball player. I believe he's a sophomore. And he's a junior. And he is an excellent little ball player. He don't have much height, but he is a pretty fast little athlete. He's got calves bigger than my head.
All right, that's big.
Thank you.
Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback Mitchell comes under center for the second time tonight. Number 15 hands off to the running back, number 22, Tay Ray, and he's around the left side, and he's hit and tripped up by number 5. for the South Paulding Spartans, that's Teron Brown.
Also in on that stop, Brad, was number 2, Khalil Hackett. And Khalil is going to
Arkansas.
How do you I know you know these South Paulding Spartans really well. You are the Friday night home game announcer. Have you had a chance to have a conversation and meet Khalil yet?
Here and there. I mean, I just cut up with the guys all the time and stuff.
Really? I can't imagine.
But yeah, he's going to be a Razorback.
He seems like a down-to-earth young man, though.
All right, 3rd down and 1, ball on the 29. The quarterback, Mitchell, comes under center, keeps it, tries to sneak it to get the first down. He's tackled by number 54.
And it is a first down for the East Paulding Raiders.
And that was Adam Culpepper on the tackle for the South Paulding Spartans, Randy.
Ball's on the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 for the East Paulding Raiders. They need to get a drive going here. They had only a couple of drives going for the whole night. Been kind of shut down for the Raiders on this Spartan defense.
All right, Raiders in the eye. Quarterback number 15 comes under center. Hands off again to number 22, Tay Ray, the running back to the right side. He gains about 3 yards.
Yeah, it's right off tackle, Brad. It'll be 2nd down and 7 now for the Raiders.
7:42 here in the 3rd quarter. Spartans 10, Raiders 3. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell. Hands off to the fullback. He's still on his feet, and he's brought down by number 2, Kalia Hackett.
That was 2-on-2 that time. That was DeMarcus Barnes. He's a senior ball carrier. He went right up the middle and got himself about 9 yards, enough for an East Paulding first down.
East Paulding Raiders hurrying to get back on the ball. Quarterback 15 comes under center. Hands off to number 22, Tay Ray, and he breaks a tackle. Number 2, Kalia Hackett. He's down the right side of the field, and he's in for a East Paulding Raiders touchdown. Number 22, the junior, Tay Ray. I guess you can hear that in the background. The cannon just went off. We've got East Paulding's got a player down. Got a face mask.
Brad, we do have an injured player on the field for the East Paulding Raiders.
Well, they just signaled something about a face mask or something. The fans are screaming out on the field. Not sure what had happened, but
Austin Perry, senior. Brad, we do have an injured player for the Raiders out on the field. It's number 23, Austin Perry. As I mentioned earlier, we may see some frustration tempers starting to flare here in a little bit. Right now, there goes Connor Christian into the game for the Raiders. Everybody's wondering where he was, and now he's flying out there as Josh Klein will do the extra point attempt, and the ball will be held by Mitchell Webb. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it is good.
all right, we got a tie ball game with 7:05 here. It's 10-10. Not sure. I missed all that. I was watching Tay Ray run down to score the touchdown for the East Paulding Raiders, Randy, and I know your phone rang, but I'm not sure what happened.
Well, all I know is Tay Ray broke one, and you were getting excited, and I was on the phone, and next thing I know, we had fans hollering face mask and a Raider laying on the field, and the extra point team set up ready to kick the extra point. So there we go. That's the way it went on that play.
Tyler Hall said it's a miracle, huh?
Man, it was like everything was going on.
All right, back deep to receive for the South Paulding Spartans is number 2, Kalia Hackett, and number 13, Josh Hill, both seniors for the South Paulding Spartans, and the Raiders are back out on the field.
Looks like this penalty is going to be enforced right now in the kickoff.
I don't think they realize that there's a penalty, and the Raiders are lining up in the wrong spot.
So he kicks the ball out of the end zone from his 45 or 35. Now he's on these 45 of the Spartans, and what's he going to do, hit a bus?
Yeah, he can do it. He can probably put it over on Highway 92 from what I saw earlier.
Well,
Right. All right. Onside kick. Looks like East Paulding recovers.
they do. East Paulding got it, Brad.
We got a man down on the field. Got a flag.
We got some tempers flaring. We got that frustration I was telling you about. Another flag. Got another flag. I think they're out of flags. Another flag. And we got a trainer out here now hollering at his team. We got a gentleman with his helmet off here coming off the field, being carried off the field because he wants to be out there, and his players are saying, stop it. That's number 5 for the Raiders, Marlon Nichols. He's frustrated. Now we got 34 making motions to the South Paulding sidelines. He's frustrated.
Not sure who that is down on the field.
See if we can get a shot of them, who that is. It appears to be, well, we know it's a Raider. As we mentioned, Brad, tempers will be flaring if as this ball game gets going. Referee's running out like he's running a marathon. We have flags all over the place. That was a big pile up there. It's number 44 or 14, is it, for the Raiders? Let's see. It is 44. He has no helmet. I don't know if his helmet came off in the middle of all that or if they took it off to check him. He got up smiling like he's real proud of what happened there. That's Sonny Smith. He's a sophomore. We got flags everywhere. Looks like Aunt Fanny's wash. Looks like the wash room at Brenda Ellis's house.
Really, you gonna talk about me?
Well, we got all kinds. Let's see what we got. We got personal foul. South Paulding. They got ejected.
Personal foul. East Paulding.
And there's an ejection involved, it looks like. South Paulding does not like that call at all. I mean, East Paulding or South Paulding for that matter. Brad, if we could read lips, we could find out what they're saying right now.
I guess I'll have to find out tonight what all that was about.
Well, it's going to take about 5 minutes to pick up all those flags. Man.
I'd like to thank everybody that's listening tonight to 278themix.com. Tomorrow you'll be able to go to YouTube, to RK Riggs, and watch the game on YouTube tomorrow.
You might want to see this. This is a little action going on right here. All right, he's calling it again, personal foul, personal foul. I think we had 2 personal fouls. It's going to mark off now against East Paulding. And, set the ball down and then probably mark back off against
26.
South Paulding. Now they're going to mark it back against South Paulding. I don't know why they don't just set the ball down where it is. It's 2 personal fouls. So do you score a first down for South? So they set the ball down, the chains moved, and then backed it up again, and the chains moved back the other way. That's kind of silly.
Oh, what are we doing now?
So it's 1st and 10 for East Paulding, and the ball's on the 12, 13-yard line. And here with your play-by-play, the man that knows everything, Brad Hall.
Yeah, right. Tell my wife that. Now, Whitecap's over on the talking it over with the Spartans coaches over on the visitors' side.
The internet went out, so we'll have it back up before she can hear it. It went out after the first half.
So as soon as we get underway here, quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb, will be able to lead his team on this series with 7 minutes here in the third quarter. East Paulding just got through scoring, kicked an onside kick, recovered it. Now they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 2 to the left. Webb comes under center. Hands off to 22, Tay Ray, the running back.
Looks like number 52 for East Paulding is getting to know 42 of South Paulding real well. That's Tanner Ledbetter. And 42 of South Paulding getting to know each other. A little pushing and a little extracurricular blocking going on.
All right. As we wait for the Raiders to break the huddle.
Brad, looks like we have 2nd down and 8 now for the Raiders.
2nd down and 9, ball on the 11. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell. Hands off to the fullback. And he's tackled by a host of Spartans. Going to be a gain of about 2 yards.
We got a tie game. It's 10-10. It was 10-3 starting the 3rd quarter, so East Paulding is now starting their drive to take the lead in this game for the first time. It's 3rd down and 5 for the East.
3rd down and 6, ball on the 8. This is where the Spartans have been real strong this year, is in the red zone. As the Raiders come to the line of scrimmage, quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb. Little screen pass is incomplete to number 23. And that's Austin Perry, the senior.
Back there to make sure things didn't go any further was number 4, Trayvon Simmons. Now it's 4th down. And here comes Josh Klein. So Josh Klein in to get 3 more points for the Raiders, hopefully, for him. He made a 55-yarder. This is going to be a 25-yarder.
Ball snap. It's up. And Randy, it's no good. And
Wow.
the 3-yard, what was it, 10-yard, 15-yard?
Well, it was on the 15-yard line,
So
it's a 25-yard.
25-yard field goal is no good.
Wow.
Kicked a, 50?
55-yarder.
5.
I think he thought about that one too much.
That's tough.
Well, South Paulding is going to take over the ball now, Brad, on the 20.
5:39 here, Randy, here in the 3rd quarter on a cold, cold night here in Paulding County as the Spartans come out on the field. Raiders defense looks excited and ready to roll. Quarterback number 3, Chandler Burks, back to shotgun. Was about to take it to the left, breaks across the middle. Gets in front of his defender, and he's brought down right around the 29-yard line, Randy.
Yeah, we're going to give Chandler 9 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the South Paulding Spartans. Chandler Burks is a pretty good little ball player. I can't imagine what his 5-year-old coach thought of him. What did you think of him, Brad?
Oh, my gosh, this kid got more moves than Elvis. All right, quarterback number 3, Burks back in the shotgun. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Burks drops back. He's under pressure. Breaks away. He's down the field. He's crossed and gets the first down. It's going to be a first down, South Paulding, as he runs out of bounds right around the 35, Randy.
We'll give him 7 yards on that carry as he goes out of bounds. It'll be another first down for the South Paulding Spartans. That's all right.
First and 10, ball on the 35, the quarterback 3, Burks. Trips, sends Bowen into motion, a little screen, thrown way out in front of number 22, the senior, Darrell Wilson.
And to make sure nothing happened, Matt Coleman, number 24 for the Raiders, he's a junior. He'll be back next year. He's playing some great football this year for the Raiders. Things just don't seem to be going their way so far this year. 2nd down and 10 for the Spartans.
Spartans have looked a little slow ever since the first quarter. Quarterback number 3, Burks. Little screen to number 7, Bowen, as he bobbles it in his hands and then goes out of bounds, Randy.
Yeah, he tried to get out of bounds, Brad, but they didn't quite get out, so the umpire says keep the clock running. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the South Paulding Spartans.
All right, Spartans at the line of scrimmage. They need a first down here with 4:30. Quarterback number 3, Burks, trips to the right side. Twins on his left. He rolls out to his right side. He's got number 80. And pass is complete to number 15, J.T. Blevins, the senior, and that's going to be a South Paulding first down.
Burks is pretty good back there throwing the ball. He's got a little speed on it. Sometimes it looks like the ball might be a little fast for these receivers and goes through their hands or they drop it, but it's pretty accurate all the time, but sometimes it's a little faster than others.
The big senior, number 80, lined up to the right side here. Receiver got trips to the left side. Burks looks to his left side. He's under pressure by number 45, 44. Throws downfield. It's high in the air. And pass was intended for number 9. That's L.J. Pope, Randy.
L.J. Pope, earlier this year, we got to do the South Paulding and the Allatoona football game, and L.J. Pope had himself one heck of a game. Now, tonight, he hasn't caught that many passes, and he's had a few attempts. But on that night, he played fabulous against the Allatoona Buccaneers when South Paulding went on to win that game. So I'm not sure if Pope's having a bad night tonight or if he had a great night on that night. But he seems to be he gets open a lot.
Oh, man, that game was unspeakable. That was a good game. Quarterback number 3, Burke, sends number 7, Jay Bowen. Screen pass to number 15, Blevins, and he's going nowhere. Pass was incomplete.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 10 now for the South Paulding Spartans, and the ball is on the 47-yard line. The nose of the ball resting on the 47.
All right, 3rd and 10, ball on the 47. Scores 10-10 with 3:49 here in the third quarter. Quarterback number 3, Burks, stays back in the shotgun. The running back, Bowens, to his right. Pitches it to his right side. Bowens met at the 50 as he struggles to gain another yard, and he's not getting nothing. Going to be about a 2-3 yard gain. Going to bring up 4th down now for the Spartans.
Looks like Dylan Coleman, number 45, in on the stop for the Raiders to make sure nothing else progressed, because when you get Bowen out on the sidelines, he has a tendency to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of going, Brad, do we know where he's looking at for college?
I do not know anything on Bowen yet. He's kind of kept quiet, which he's kind of quiet anyway. 4th and 7 is the Spartans have just not been able to establish nothing here in the third quarter. Ball snap. Bowen kicks the ball high in the air. Tay Ray calls for a fair catch, and it hits the Spartans player, number 23.
And they're going to call contact.
Anthony Carantini.
The flag comes in. They're going to call contact, I believe, after Tay Ray called for a fair catch. He was touched by the South Paulding Spartan, and they're going to tack onto that. So instead of having the ball on the 10, it's going to be down to about the 30. So the ball was on the 15 for the fair catch. Contact was made, and now they mark it down to the 30. It's a personal foul for the South Paulding Spartans. And if the Spartans can keep their composure here, Brad, they could pull this game out, but they can't fall apart now.
The Spartans just look flat from any games I've seen before, and just seem they can't establish anything right now.
Well, when you get Mitchell Webb under center, that kind of stuff seems to happen. They just pound you and pound you and pound you, and eventually they wear you down. But South Paulding can stay in there.
Hand off to the running back, number 22, Tay Ray, and he's tackled by number 11, number 74, the Spartans. Who is it? Second down and 5 now for East Paulding as they come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell. Hands off to 22, Tay Ray. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 34, Maurice Collier.
Well, it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the East Paulding Raiders right now. They've had a few 3 and outs, 4 and outs in this ball game tonight, which they haven't been accustomed to in a while either.
Referee's going to call a timeout for an injured player, number 34, Maurice Colliers. He limps back to the South Paulding sidelines. Number 40 will come out to play the outside linebacker, Michael Farmer, for him, the sophomore. Randy, the Raider fans over here are kicking the bleachers and cheering their team on tonight with a lot of support. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb, comes back under center. Looks downfield. Pass complete to number 23. And he's tackled by number 13, Josh Hill.
23 is Austin Perry. He's a senior. He's down to the 50-yard line. Josh Hill came up and made sure he got out of bounds as the chains move. It'll be 1st and 10 for the East Paulding Raiders. The ball's on the 50.
First and 10 now for the East Paulding Raiders. Ball's on the 50 as they come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15. Hand off to number 2. That's DeMarcus Barnes, the senior.
Nice little trap play from Mitchell Webb, Brad, and got himself another first down on that.
First down, East Paulding.
I think that East Paulding's having a little better luck under center. East Paulding's having a little better luck under center than they did in the first half doing that option play they ran.
Hand off to the running back, number 22, Tay Ray. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the carry.
That's right, Brad. It's going to be 2nd down now and 8.
He is met by number 11, the senior, Tristan Hall.
Big Tristan Hall, watched him play football since he was 5 or 6 years old. He's grown up to be a fine little linebacker for this South Paulding team. Took a year off and well-deserved and came back meaner and stronger and better than ever. 2nd down and 8, Brad.
2nd down and 8. Ball's on the 38. Hand off to number 22, Tay Ray. He looked like he was going to take it to the outside. Took it back up the middle, and he's bet by number 11, Tristan Hall, once again.
Tristan Hall did take that year off, and he's meaner and better than ever after a little break. Kind of like leaving a horse in a stall and letting him out and watching him run. So it's 3rd down now and 7. Maybe a long 6 for East Paulding as they take a timeout.
10 seconds here. They're going to let the third quarter run on out, Randy.
I thought it was a timeout, but you are right, Brad. They're going to let it run out, and these fans are now on their feet on the East Paulding side to see their team finally come alive. It only took 3 quarters.
My goodness. Well, maybe we're going to see a more exciting 4th quarter from the South Paulding Spartans, Randy. They've looked flatter than I've seen them all year this year.
Well, East Paulding came back and after halftime and ran a completely different offense and may have gotten South Paulding a little off balance there. But you've coached a lot of these kids. I think that you've taught them how to not give up. So we'll probably see a pretty good ball game here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we're going to have to see some fight out of them if they're going to get back in this ball game because East Paulding's moving the ball real well tonight. Mitchell Webb seems to be real comfortable in the pocket. I like a lot more what I've seen him doing now than I did the first half. How about you?
Yeah, that first half when they were doing the option plays and all that, I think it had them and the defense a little confused for about 2 minutes. Then South Paulding picked up on that and put a stop to it. And at halftime, they went back and restructured their offense. It came back, and now they're under center. And I think that's where they play better football is under center.
Well, these are 2 exciting quarterbacks tonight, Mitchell Webb and Chandler Burks. And these guys, if there's anybody in this county that can lead a team, either one of these 2 guys can do it, Randy.
Either one of them can. They were both outstanding players in the rec football program. Mitchell Webb for New Hope and Chandler Burks for the South Paulding Bears.
3rd down and 6 now. Ball on the 36.
South
Looks
Paulding.
like number 71 jumped into the neutral zone for the South Paulding Spartans. Going to be a 5-yard penalty offsides on the defense. And I'm going to tell you, Randy, all year the South Paulding Spartans have racked up some serious penalties.
Well, most of the ones they've racked up tonight have only been 5 yards, but penalties will hurt you. But they've had a couple personal fouls, but that one, as well as many of the other ones, have only been 5 yards. Now it's 3rd down and a yard. Expect Mitchell Webb to run this up the middle, and there he goes.
3rd and 1, Webb. He looks like he's got enough for a East Paulding Raiders first down as they continue to move the ball toward their end zone.
South Paulding wants to make a stand here, Brad. They've done a good job through 3 quarters holding a stand. Josh Klein came in at the middle of the 3rd quarter and missed a field goal. That would have been the first time East Paulding would have led in this game, but they have an opportunity now.
1st and 10, ball on the 28, handoff to number 22, I think it was.
Yeah, that was Tay Ray up the middle, and he got about 2 yards, maybe 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Raiders. Ball's about the 26-yard line now as East Paulding is threatening, Brad.
2nd down and 8, ball on the 26, handoff again to up the middle. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on. That was number 2, Randy DeMarcus Barnes for the East Paulding Raiders on the carry.
DeMarcus Barnes only got 1 yard on that. It'll be 3rd down and 7 now. A long 7 for the Raiders. Mitchell Webb looks on to get his plays.
Well, if they're not able to get the first down here, I know that they got a guy that can sure kick the 3-pointer.
Well, he kicked a 3-pointer for 55 yards and missed one for 25.
Quarterback number 15, Webb, comes under center. Fakes, rolls to his left side. Looks downfield. He's under pressure by 3 defenders, and he throws the ball to the right side. Tay Ray, and he's all by himself, and he's in for an East Paulding touchdown. Missed by number 13, Josh Hill, and number 40 for the South Paulding, Michael Farmer. Touchdown, East Paulding Raiders, Randy.
Well, Tay Ray's got a way. He finds a way to get open. Mitchell Webb broke a couple tackles in the backfield. He got loose. I think in the first half, Brad Mitchell had his mind on that injury that he suffered the first game of the season, but now he's under center where he's more comfortable, and he's playing Mitchell Webb football right now.
Well, he looks good tonight, and he's in great form here in the second half. Just threw a touchdown pass to number 22, Tay Ray, and the ball's up, and it's through the upright, and it's good, Randy.
I think that was somewhere around a 35 or 40-yard reception.
Well, the Raiders have taken the lead for the first time tonight with 10:46 here in the 4th quarter now, and South Paulding's going to have to come out now and establish something if they're going to stay in this ball game, because East Paulding can sure burn up some clock time.
Well, their quarterback, Chandler Burks, has been referred to as Johnny Manziel a couple times this year that I've heard in the press box. People just all over him on his skills, and he likes pressure. Chandler is not afraid of pressure. He'll come out here and give it his best shot, and he may be able to get the Spartans down the field and pick up a touchdown for them.
All right, well, the Raiders kick team are on the field as we wait for the Spartans to come out. They'll set the ball down on the 40 as number 4, Josh Klein, the senior, gets ready to set the ball up to kick. Back deep to receive is number 5, Teron Brown, and looks like number 13, Josh Hill, who missed that tackle on number 22 for the touchdown for the East Paulding Raiders. Ball's kicked. It's high, and it's going to fall in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. And they'll spot the ball at the 20, and that's where the Spartans will start their drive, Randy Riggs.
Well, we'll watch Chandler Burks come out now and get his confidence. Chandler don't get too riled up about anything. He stays calm as he did when he was 5 years old, as you remember. Him and Tristan and everybody just played football together for a long time. This team's been together longer than just their high school years, so we'll see what they're made of right now.
We'll make that correction earlier. You said South Paulding Bears, but that was the Hiram Cougars, who later became the Hiram Hornets. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Ball's on the 20. The quarterback, number 3, Chandler Burks, back in a shotgun. Send number 7, Jay Bowen, into motion. And we got another flag down on the play.
That's going to
False
be
start on the Spartans. Another 5-yard penalty, about their 50th one tonight.
those 5 yards, as I mentioned earlier, Brad, are only 5 yards, but that's probably 75 penalties, 75 yards and just 5-yarders tonight for the Spartans.
It's killing them. It's killing them. I guess you can hear it in my frustration. That's 1st down and 15 now.
It might just be 50 yards, but it's been a lot. 5 yards adds up.
It's too many. 1st and 15, ball on the 15 with 10:44 here in the 4th quarter, as the Spartans have to establish something right here. The quarterback, number 3, Burks, gets everybody set up. They got trips to the left side, twins to the right. Burks rolls to his left side, crosses, throws to number 22, Darrell Wilson. He goes out of bounds.
He's knocked out of bounds by number 6, Johnny Furby, who was there to not let any more than 12 yards Actually, they didn't even give him that, Brad. It's 2nd down and 4. I thought he was past it.
Yeah, I was right at the 26 where he went out, Randy. So that's going to bring up 2nd down now and 3. Ball on the 27. Quarterback Burks. Hand off to number 7, Bowen. He's met at the line of scrimmage by number 67. That's Connor Christian.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down now and 6 for the South Paulding Spartans. They need to get something going, Brad, for all the Spartan fans. They've had an excellent season so far. We're in the 4th quarter at East Paulding. We got 10 minutes and 14 seconds left in the ball game.
3rd down and 5. Ball on the 25. The quarterback, number 3. He takes off down the middle. It's Chandler Burks, and he's coming down the left side to the 50, to the 45, and he runs out of bounds.
Brad, Chandler Burks has not only done a great job this year passing the football, he's ran for an average of 1.5 touchdowns per game this year. So he not only does he get the ball in the end zone in the air, he also runs it in pretty nice.
So it's going to be a Spartan 1st down by the quarterback, number 3, Chandler Burks. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 39. Quarterback Burks takes a snap, pitches it out to the left side to Jay Bowen. He's down the sidelines, and he's all by himself. One more defender to beat. He cuts back across, and he's in for a South Paulding touchdown.
Yes.
9:45 here now in the 4th quarter. Number 7, Jay Bowen, in for the Spartans touchdown. Chandler Burks just rolled out to his left side, pitched it out to number 7, Bowen, and he was down the sidelines. He had one more defender to beat right inside the 5, cut it back across, and he's in for a Spartan touchdown. Now Brittany Havner, number 93, will come in to kick the extra point for the South Paulding Spartans. The ball snapped. It's up. And it's good. And once again, the Spartans are back on the board, and we got a tie ball game, 17-17.
Well, Brad, we just got through saying that Chandler Brooks is a calm and cool as can be back there. He knows how to control and run this offense. He's a true leader for the Spartans, and he did a lot of that on his own, and Jay Bowen did the rest.
Well, it's good to see the Spartans come back alive. They've looked a little slow here in the second half. Now we'll see the East Paulding Raiders come back out and take over. Randy, the East Paulding fans are pretty excited over here. And looks like we've got a brand new ball game here as the Spartans kick team will come out.
It's amazing to me, Brad, how much better East Paulding is playing when they put Mitchell Webb under center.
Oh,
that formation they were running just wasn't working.
They look so good tonight now here in the second half, and this is a fun ball game.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Mitchell Webb and Chandler Brooks are pretty good friends. They hang out a little bit together. They're riding tomorrow to the senior all-star meeting for the all-star players or something like that. So they hang out, and neither one of them wants to make that ride tomorrow and talk about how they got beat.
That's for sure. Well, number 89, Robert Wolf, set to kick. He kicks the ball. He just pooches it over to the 30, and it's picked up by number 44, and he's tackled and he's cleaned up and tackled down at the 30-yard line, and that's where they'll start their drive, Randy Riggs.
Brad, that was actually 44, Sonny Smith. He's a sophomore. We'll see him for the next couple of years here playing in the ball game for the East Paulding Raiders, as it will be East Paulding first and 10 on the 30.
All right, 9:39 here in the 4th quarter, folks. 17-17 as the Raiders break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, number 15, Mitchell Webb, comes under his center. Hands off to the running back, number 22, and he's up the middle, and he's tackled by number 42. That's Jake Gray.
He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry for Tay-Ray. And it will be 2nd down now and 7 as he was hit right at the line of scrimmage and fought for 3 yards.
East Paulding seems to be each time they carry the ball is averaging at least 2.5 to 3 yards a carry. Number 11, Tristan Hall, is limping off the field right now to the sidelines. And let's see who's come in now. At number 40's in at middle linebacker to replace the senior Tristan Hall. That's Michael Farmer. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 33. Handoff to number 22. He breaks the tackle. Tay Ray. And the ball's going to be first down.
That's a 15-yard run or so for Tay Ray. He's got potential, Brad, to bust loose out there. He's very small, as we mentioned earlier, but he's fast. He's quick. He can cut pretty quick, like a cut horse in a show. He's a pretty good little ball player.
Number 11, Tristan Hall, the middle linebacker, comes back out on the field now. 1st and 10, ball on the 47. The quarterback, number 15, Webb, under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the fullback, number 2. And he's tackled by a host of Spartans. And
that's DeMarcus Barnes, and he picks up about 5.5 or 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down for the Raiders as they cross midfield. The ball's now on the 48. Brad, I'm not sure, but I would think that the East Paulding Raiders went into the locker room and might have got chewed on a little bit.
Yeah.
Something's got them motivated.
They look good here in the second half. As they break the huddle now, come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback 15. Twins to the left side. Hand off to number 22, Tay Ray. Nobody's touches him. He's brought down by number 13, Josh Hill. And he's brought down right around the 29-yard line, or the 31-yard line, I'm sorry.
That's about 17 yards on that carry for Tay Ray. It's just a matter of time before he breaks loose. He's only broken loose once tonight, but I watched him play when he was in 8th grade, and they couldn't touch him. When they had the black and silver game here, they had to take him out because he was getting 50 and 60 yards a carry.
Man, he's in rare form right now. 7:45 here in the 4th quarter, 17-17. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15 is under center. Hands off to 22. Tay Ray once again. Ray's tackled by number 55, Casey Cobb, who you hadn't heard his name a whole lot here in the second half like you did the first half. Randy.
We're going to give 2 yards to Tay Ray. It'll be 2nd down now and 8 for the East Paulding Raiders. The ball's on the 28. Brad Hall signing autographs here in the booth tonight.
7:06 now as the Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15, hands off to number 22, Tay Ray, and he's tackled by a couple of Spartans.
Looks like number 25 led the tackle in there, Brad. For the Spartans, Tay Ray got about a yard, maybe a yard. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, he didn't go anywhere, I don't think, Randy. They didn't move the stick at all, so. Number 4, Josh Klein's over here on the sidelines taking a couple practice kicks just in case he has to come out to kick the 3-pointer. The quarterback number 15, Webb. Takes a snap, rolls to his left side, looks downfield, passes in the hands of number 90. That's Keith Knight, and the sophomore was right in his hands, and he drops it. So that's going to bring up 4th down now, and that might give the Spartans a little bit of a break. Number 4, Randy, the kicker, will come out to kick the 3-pointer, Josh Klein.
Keep in mind, Josh Klein made a 55-yarder, and on the very next series, turned around and missed a 25-yarder. But Josh Klein is not missing too many in his little senior career here at East Paulding High School.
Well, like you said, he kicked a 55 earlier. Let's see what he'll do right here.
This will be on the 34, so this will be a 44-yard attempt.
As we wait for the snap. Ball snap. The ball's up, and it looks like it's going to be, ooh. It's no good, Randy.
No good. Wow. I think Josh is catching a couple of bad breaks here tonight. East Paulding has missed 2 field goals. That one was a 44-yard attempt, also missed a 25-yard attempt. But Josh Klein has made a 55-yarder. He's a great punter and a great kicker, but he's having a little little off tonight. Maybe the weather being a little colder has got some for him.
All right, 6:05 here now as the South Paulding Spartans will take over at the 20-yard line. The quarterback, number 3, Burks, sends number 7, Bowen, into motion. Fakes it, takes it up the middle, spins. He's brought down by number 67. That's Connor Christian for the East Paulding Raiders. Going to bring up second down now. Looks like about 5, Randy.
That was a nice 5-yard run by Chandler Burks. He will take it in his own hands if he has to, and the rest of the team seems to follow him this year, Brad. So I'm not surprised if South Paulding don't march down and get into another scoring position.
Well, this will be big for them with this much time with 5:37. The quarterback, number 3, Burks, now sends Bowen into motion, takes off to his right side. Doesn't look like what he got. Maybe 2.
Yeah, we'll give him 2. It'll be third down and a long 3.
All right, 5:16 here as it's cold. People are bundled up, got their hoodies on, their Carhartt jackets. Third down now and 4. Ball's on the 26. The quarterback, number 3, Burks, talking to his receivers to the left side. Moves L.J. Pope down just a little bit into the slot. Sends number 7, Bowen, into motion. Drops back, looks to his right side, throws over, and the ball's deflected by number 14, Ethan Williams, the junior.
Ethan Williams also does a good job when he comes in as quarterback. He came in for the opening scrimmage game of the season against McKeecher and did a real good job back there as quarterback. So if something were to ever happen to Mitchell, they're pretty deep in quarterbacks.
All right, 4th down and 4 now as the punt team will come back out on the field. Back to punt for the South Paulding Spartans is number 7, Jay Bowen. Back deep to receive number 22, Tay-Ray.
Keep
we
in
wait
mind,
for the snap.
Keep in mind, Brad, Tay-Ray can explode at any time.
Ball snapped. It's kicked high in the air. Nice kick by the senior, Jay Bowen. And he's called a fair catch right at the 34-yard line is where the Raiders will start their drive.
I saw the coach on the sidelines talking to Josh Klein and Mitchell Webb, maybe trying to figure out what's going wrong with the hold or the snap or the kick, trying to understand what's going on with the kicking team tonight.
All right, well, right now this is anybody's ball game. With 4:41, the Raiders will take over at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell. Hand off to number 22, Ray, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 25, the outside linebacker, Jack Young.
Tay-Ray went up the middle, Brad. There was nothing there. He cut to the right where he may have slipped a little bit, but it could have been also because Young had him by the feet. Lost a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Raiders.
Randy, is 278 the mix going to be at any of the rec games tomorrow night, or is this all you got?
We are doing the rec game tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at New Hope. I'm not sure who's playing that, but it was voted on as the game of the week for tomorrow night.
All right, 2nd down and 11, ball on the 34. The quarterback, number 15, fakes to the running back, looks over, throws across. And pass was complete to number 23. It was in his hands for just a second, and he dropped it. That was Austin Perry, the singer for the East Paulding Raiders.
These fans can't handle it, Brad. They can't. They're rushing out of the stands and just mouthing to themselves as they leave.
You know, there's been some great passes from both sides tonight. Both sides, these wide receivers have just dropped the ball tonight.
It's almost like a pro wrestling match here. It's just as much fun to watch the people on the front row.
3rd down and 11 now for the East Paulding Raiders. Mitchell Webb's elected to get back in the shotgun.
I'm not sure why we're going back to that when the under center.
Timeout, South Paulding. I'm sorry, Randy.
That's okay. The under center has been the only thing to work tonight for the Raiders, so hopefully they won't go out from under center for too long if you're a Raider fan.
Well, I'm not sure what the temperature is tonight. I would imagine it's about in the 40s tonight, but this has been the first 44 degrees tonight. David Hearns is standing behind me, my buddy, and just said it's 44 degrees. But this week seems like there's been a cold blast that's come on.
You pay him to hang out with you, Brad?
Well, I have to pay people. You know they're not just going to hang out with me.
That's what I'm saying. Well, we got 3rd down and 11 for the Raiders. We got a timeout on the field. It's 17-17. 4 minutes and 1 second left in the ball game. South Paulding's up on the field trying to get their fans up and rowdy.
Yeah, I see number 34, Maurice Collier, and number 23, Anthony Carantini, waving to the fans, waving their arms up to get their fans up on their feet and get them to screaming. 3rd down and 11 now. Ball's on the 34. Mitchell Webb's back in a shotgun. Got twins to the right. Webb rolls to his right side, looks downfield, throws, and passes incomplete, thrown just a little bit low to number 23 now, and that'll be 4th down now for the East Paulding Raiders.
Mitchell don't look real happy with that. Probably mad at himself a little bit, kind of hitting himself on the thighs and just can't believe he's yanking his chin straps off as it's going to be time to punt now, and it's going to come down to whoever has the ball and gets possession on it because the clock's running out.
Well, looks like they're short a player right now. They're yelling for looks like there's only 10 men on the field for these Paulding Raiders. The ball's kicked high in the air, called a fair catch, and it's caught by number 4, Trayvon Simmons. I tell you what, that Trayvon Simmons worries me sometimes. He called for a fair catch, but sometimes I think he ought to just get away from it and let it roll, you know.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
He could have muffed that ball easy just now.
I guess you didn't coach him at 5.
That driving you nuts, Miss Webb?
She can watch so much before she starts getting anxious.
All right, here comes the South Paulding Spartans back on the field. They'll get another possession here with 3:49, 17-7, 17-17. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 38. The quarterback, number 3, Burks, throws a little pass to number 22, Darrell Wilson, the singer, and he's brought down right around the 38-yard line.
That's going to be a gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 if I see them marking it right. No, it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Brad, we've been missing you on these play-by-play games, man.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're big time in South Paulding now. You're the PA man and forgot about the broadcast crew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm enjoying being back. Quarterback number 3, Burks, rolls to his right side, looks downfield, decides to keep it, runs up, and looks like he's going to be just shy of the 1st down, Randy. Let's see where they mark it.
And I think they gave it to him.
Okay, well.
And you'll take it, right?
I will take it. I will take it.
1st and 10 for South.
1st down makes me happy, happy, happy. Back to you, Bob.
I'll be here all week, thanks.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the South Paulding Spartans. Ball on the 49. The quarterback, Chandler Burks, back to shotgun. Hands off to number 7, the senior, Jay Bowen. He looks his way up through the middle. Looks like he gains about 4 or 5 yards, Randy.
Well, the number 52 went flying further than the runner did for South Paulding. That would be who is 52, man? He got thrown for.
Number 52 is Tanner Holcomb.
Tanner went flying, man. He laid a block on somebody. They just grabbed him and threw him, and he went flying. About 3 yards past the ball. It was a 2-yard gain or 3-yard gain. It'd be 2nd down and 7 now for the Spartans.
2nd down and 6 now. Ball on the 47 as I correct my cohort.
That's all right.
Darrell Wilson comes into motion. Number 22, Chandler Burks takes the snap. Takes it. He's down the left side. And he runs out of bounds right at the 32-yard line.
Looks like Chandler was being chased by number 14 for the Spartans to go out of bounds, Ethan Williams.
And, Randy, you know what that is? That's a South Paulding.
1st down.
But calm down. You're going to get a ticket.
Thank you very much.
Once again, we'd like to thank you for listening to 278themix.com. Tomorrow you'll be able to see this game on YouTube. Randy will tell you where here in just a minute. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 32 here in the 4th quarter. 2:05. Quarterback number 3, Burks. Hands off to number 7, Bowen. Bowen breaks back to the left side. Breaks 2 tackles. He's down the field. He's got one more defender to break. He jumps over him. He's in for a South Paulding touchdown. Let me hear you scream.
Well, speaking of screaming, the South Paulding sidelines are screaming right now, and the East Paulding sidelines have become silent. What kind of a hurdle jump was that, man? That was about 5 feet in the air.
I don't know. That was number 7, Jay Bowen, though, and he's got more moves than Elvis, man. 1:59 here now in the fourth quarter. The Spartans have pulled back in the lead. It's 23-17. Number 93, Brittany Havner, now will come out to kick the extra point for the South Paulding Spartans as we wait the snap. The ball snapped. The ball's up. And the referee says it's good, and now the Spartans are up. 1:59. 24-17.
Well, one thing I've learned tonight, Brad, Jay Bowen's a senior. If he don't go somewhere playing football, he might become a track star, a hurdler.
He's definitely going somewhere. I'm not sure where, but he's going somewhere.
That was a nice run by Jay Bowen. He seems to find the open field. You get him on the sidelines, and most of the time he seems to be gone.
It'd be nice to see a lot of these mixture of these kids all go to Kennesaw and start that 2015 team, along with Chandler Burks, who's already committed, the first commit to Kennesaw. Kennesaw Owls, I believe they are, will start their season in the 2015 year, if that's correct, isn't it?
I believe it might start this year.
No, it's I know it's 2015 when they start. Well, the Raiders will come out. Their return team back deep to receive is going to be number 22, Tay Ray, and number 26, that's Cody Long for the East Paulding Raiders. Your kicker tonight, who's done a lot of pooch kicking here in the last 3-4 games, is number 89, Robert Wolf.
A lot of what kicking?
A pooch kick. Watch. See that? That's called a pooch. And he kicks it straight to number 22, Tay Ray.
I don't think I would do that.
And he's going to break it down to the left side of the field and runs out of bounds. Number 23, Anthony Carantini, makes the tackle out of bounds.
They don't like that. They said it was a late hit and little.
He rode him right before he got out of bounds.
Yeah, the South Paulding the East Paulding fans are wanting some flags. The bench wanted a flag, but
going to be a personal foul on the South Paulding Spartans. Going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Where's the flag?
I don't know, but I just saw the referee make the.
They're going to add 15 yards to that, Brad. It's going to take it down to the 35, 34-yard line. That's not very good field position if you're a South Paulding Spartan fan, and it's great if you're for East.
I tell you what, this really puts a lot of pressure on the defense when these personal fouls. And South Paulding seem to have them all year long and just can't get them out. All right, the Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. The big senior, number 15, Mitchell Webb, comes under center. Hands off to the fullback, number 2. And he's hit by number 7, Jay Bowen.
And another flag.
Another flag on the play.
That's going to be over excessive celebration, I believe, Brad. That may be another 15-yarder. That was number 2, DeMarcus Barnes. Yep. Excessive celebration. Wow. I mean, all I saw him do was make a tackle and jump up and down and be pumped up, but the officials didn't see it that way. Maybe because it was on the East Paulding sideline, but man.
All right, Mitchell Webb's getting his sidelines fired up over here. 142, 24-17. Raiders break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15 comes under center. Rolls to his left side. He's under pressure by number 42, Gray. He scrambles back to the right side, down the field, and he runs out of bounds right about the 12-yard line. That's number 15, the senior, Mitchell Webb.
Mitchell Webb gained about 5 yards on that. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders, Brad.
Well, that was a great play by number 15, Mitchell Webb, under pressure. Rolled to his left side and then scrambles back to his right side and then gets out of bounds right at the 13.
East Paulding was down by 7. They're still down by 7. and South Paulding gave them 30 yards for unnecessary roughness. Those 30 yards they would like to have back right now.
All right, the quarterback, number 15, Webbs, comes back under center. Hands out to number 22, Tay Ray, and he's met by number 72 of the South Paulding Spartans, and that's going to be Lorenzo Adger, the big senior, who's going to Kennesaw.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and a yard. This is a very important hold for South right now. If they want to keep the lead in this ball game, they need to hold them right here. It's going to be timeout East Paulding.
Well, South Paulding has been tough all year in just about every game in the red zone.
And I would be willing to bet that East Paulding knows that. It's like Tay Ray's hurt, Brad. He's on the – no, maybe they're just adjusting his helmet. I thought he was limping.
Yeah, he just got equipment malfunction. Let's don't scare the Raiders fans like that. He's been a big asset to this team tonight. And, man, I'm telling you what, he's an explosive player. I really like watching him.
I can't believe they kicked it to him on the last kickoff, right to him, and gave him the ball with open field, and he got down about a 20, 25, 30-yard return.
He said number 22, Tay Ray, is just a junior this year, so he's going to be a senior next year. And I know these East Paulding fans will be lucky and be excited to see him run again next year. I tell you what, he just plays with a lot of heart. He's been all over the place offensively and defensively tonight.
Well, speaking of a lot of heart, we got to find out right now which team has the most heart.
All right, 3rd down and 1 now. Ball's on the 10. Quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb, keeps it.
They gave it to him. First down.
First down, East Paulding.
1st and goal on the 8.
Not sure what that is flying through the air down there. But
it's like somebody took a towel.
1st and goal now.
Flag. 2 flags.
False start. 5-yard penalty on the East Paulding Raiders.
As you can see, Brad, East Paulding is trying to do a hurry-up offense and try to get these Spartans on their heels, but it didn't work for them too good that time.
Well, 55 seconds left, Randy. Both teams got 2 timeouts. If that's correct, that's what I'm reading on the board anyway.
Clock's running, continues to run. Now it's on the 13.
Quarterback number 15, Webb, comes under the center. Hands off to number 24. He's up the middle.
And he got about 4 yards, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, just over the 10 to the 9.
That was Matt Coleman on the carry, Randy.
Well, Brad, 34 seconds left. They're going to start the clock. We got a timeout. The clock was going to run. East Paulding, I believe, called the timeout.
Well, now they're showing 1 timeout left for East Paulding and 2 timeouts for the Spartans with 34 seconds. 24-17, 2nd down and 9. Ball's on the 9 as the East Paulding coaches come up with a game plan.
Well, Coach, what do you do, Brad? Do you score and go for 2? Do you go for the win or do you go for the tie?
I don't know, man. It's a big game. You're playing the South Paulding Spartans, who are 7-1 right now. This could be a big win for the East Paulding Raiders tonight, and they could match their counterpart, the North Paulding Wolfpack, when the Spartans fell to them about 3 weeks ago.
So what do? Do you go for the win or you go for the tie?
I don't know.
I'm glad I don't make that decision.
It's a tough decision. I'll tell you here in just a little bit.
Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
All right, quarterback number 15, Mitchell Webb's elected to be back in the shotgun now.
Oh, reverse.
Little reverse.
They passed it to Webb, and it was too low.
Incomplete. Passed right down at his feet.
Mitchell Webb was in motion, but he made it look like he was changing the play to his offensive line. He came out talking to his line like he was changing the play. The ball was snapped. He went in motion. He cut upfield. He was wide open, but it was a low throw. It was an end-around pass to Webb. It was a good play, actually.
All right. 3rd down and 9 now. Ball on the 9. Quarterback number 15, Webb's back in the shotgun. Twins to the left side. He drops back, looks to his left, throws over the middle. Well, the ball was intended for number 6, but it looked like number 4 for the South Paulding Spartans was the one that had the angle on it. And looked like Spartans were hollering for pass interference, but didn't get it.
They wanted that bad, Brad. I can tell you, everybody in this stadium is on their feet as East Paulding calls their last timeout.
All right, timeout, East Paulding. You're right. It's their last timeout of the game. 25 seconds.
The only people that's not on their feet are frozen to their seats.
This will be the last play of the game for the East Paulding Raiders. They got to get in the end zone.
The ball's on the 9. It's on the right hash mark.
Fourth and go.
It is on the right side of the goalposts. No, you put this game on the shoulders of Josh Klein. If they score, the game will be on the shoulders of Josh Klein. He's made a 55-yard field goal.
And then nothing else.
And then he missed a 25-yarder and a 45-yarder. But first, East Paulding's got to score, and then he'll have all that to think about if they score these 9 yards.
All right, the fans are all coming to their feet on both sides. Both sides are loud. I don't even know if anybody knows it's cold anymore. 25 seconds now. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback number 15, Webb, back in the shotgun. Waits for the snap. Ball snap. He looks to his left, looks across the middle. He's under pressure by number 72, Lorenzo Adger, and he's brought down to his feet. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Ball will go over on downs. Lorenzo Adger, the big senior, number 72, sacks number 15, Webb.
And South Paulding knows that's over. That will be the ball game with 16 seconds left. South Paulding will have to take a snap. A flag on Mitchell.
On the play.
It looks like Mitchell Webb's got the flag. He had the football down in the end zone. He carried it down there with him, and he brought it back. I don't know what he said to the referee, but they flagged him right there. Oh, man. Unsportsmanlike conduct on East. Mitchell played it off like he was not on the ground when the sack came. Umpires didn't buy it. Mitchell ran into the end zone. They called it back and then flagged him for unsportsmanlike conduct because he wasn't sure he was down.
So, all right, 15-yard penalty, 16 seconds left on the clock. The Spartans will get in their victory formation. Quarterback number 3, Burks, and number 67, Connor Christian, blows through the line.
Brad, if I remember correctly, last year when these two teams played each other at South Paulding High School, a similar play happened to where they thought they had the quarterback down, and he rolled off and never touched the ground and got up and ran a touchdown.
You're probably right. I just can't believe. Look at the Spartans tonight. They're cheering and going nuts. This has been a great game tonight. Real good game, Randy Riggs. It's great to be back on 278themix.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spartans will be at Paulding County High School next week to take on the Patriots. Hope everybody comes out. Continue to tune in to 278themix.com. And want to appreciate everybody for listening in tonight. We'll see you on YouTube tomorrow.
The next biggest game for East Paulding will be here against Altoona, the last game of the season. That's going to be, I think, on November the 8th. So, wow, what a game, Brad.
What a game.
Welcome back, my man. Okay, we appreciate you, Brad Hall. I'm Randy K. Riggs. Mickey Skelton went to chase down a dead deer. And we're live on the mix, and we'll see you next time.
All right.